I realized I completely failed to say anything about this crossbow in the previous video, or the video before last. I didn't say anything about it. I had a weird brain fart, and a lot of you asked, and I don't remember, like at that point in time, I didn't remember the name, I didn't remember the model or anything about this particular crossbow. This crossbow belongs to a buddy of mine. It is a center point dagger 390, and I think that means that it's 390 feet per second is what its max IBO rating is. I could be wrong on that. If you guys want to check that crossbow out, I'll have it linked down in the description below. Y'all can go click on it and look at it. It's not the cheapest one that you can get from Academy, but it's like in the top 3 or 4 cheapest crossbows that you can get, and I've been 100% just overly impressed with this crossbow. It's stupid accurate to begin with, and the speed is, like I said, it's incredible. I've seen him shoot 2 pigs with this crossbow, and the pigs, even at like 20 yards, they didn't even have time to flinch or duck or move or do anything before that bolt was already there. So I guess it's one of the benefits of shooting a really fast crossbow. But with all that being said, I decided to revisit the topic last week. We had some pigs that were coming in fairly early for the most part. They were showing up around 8 o'clock ish, 8:30, and we still had plenty of good shooting light. They were doing that for several days, and this particular afternoon, this video that you guys are going to see, they showed up at like 7:15, which was awesome. But before we jump into this video, I wanted to go over the verse of the day with you guys. It comes from Psalms chapter 119 verse 11, and it says, "I've hidden your word in my heart that I might not sin against you." I know for myself personally, I've been guilty on some days of not even picking up the word of God, and for the big majority of us, I would say, just going off based off of my analytics, probably about 95 to 98% of us, we live in the United States, or we live in countries where we're not persecuted to the point of death for picking up the Bible and reading it. And so we're super fortunate, and I think that a lot of times we take it for granted. I'm guilty of it. We have this right here, we have the Word, and we don't spend enough time in it. Meanwhile, there's people that live in other countries, and they have to study privately, to pray privately, to do all these things privately, and there's always a possibility that they could be caught and then killed for what they believe in. But it's so important for us to pick it up, even if it's just a verse of the day. I would encourage you guys, all in all, in this little short message to all of you, pick it up, and even if it's just a verse a day, pick it up, spend 5 minutes, spend 10 minutes, wake up 5 minutes earlier before you go to work or go to school, or 10 minutes earlier, or whatever it may be. Make a little bit of extra time somewhere in your day. It's not a hard thing to do, and I promise you guys it will change your life. Now, let's get into this video. I'm super excited about this one. One thing that I do want to cover before we go too much further is the fact that my buddy's shooting his crossbow. He's using the bolts from Walmart. They're like super cheap bolts from Walmart. And I know that a lot of you are going to ask me what broadheads are being used in this particular video, and it was a 2-inch swacker. I don't remember the model or anything like that, if there even is such a thing, but it's just a 2-inch version of what I have right here, which one of you guys sent me these, and I will be testing these in an upcoming video very soon. I'm pumped about those broadheads. But this video, I think you guys are really going to enjoy, and then after this one, we're going to go back to the compound hunting and the broadhead testing. I don't even think I've ever tested a 2-inch swacker on this channel, so this is kind of a broadhead testing video. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this one. Smell something you don't like, I'll shoot one of them underneath the feeder.
That spot on that rock is
Yeah,
what I can see from up there.
That's the spot I saw too, but oh my goodness.
Oh look.
It's your old arrow.
One. He spilled it pretty good, didn't he? Oh look. It's just a steady trail. That's cool.
The old swacker. So you just follow it at a steady pace through here. Oh my goodness. Double lungs. It definitely was the one that went underneath the fence. Yep, there it is. It curves back. I love a steady pace.
I've never seen a blood trail that good.
I love them when they're like this. It's a good cross the fence. I bet it's not 30 yards.
Yeah, it's this bunch of trees right here.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's in there.
Right up in
I heard the crash. Where's my bolt?
Maybe? Mm-hmm. That's why I love shooting mechanicals so much. Did it
went through and it hit the ground somewhere over there, so...
Did it skip?
Probably. But they hit rocks. I'm sure it's trash. Dang, how fast was it going when it came out of you?
It was zipping. That little crossbow. Golly. Oh, did you find it?
Oh, looks like a covered in ants.
Oh my God. Ow. Something's biting me.
Oh, it's intact.
It survived. Well, you got a little bit of a bent blade, but not bad. For bouncing off a bunch of rocks underneath the feeder, I am surprised. Will it close?
Look at there.
Oh my goodness.
Just put a band on him and shoot him again.
You ready to go?
Let's see here.
Be sweet if it was out in the wide open.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Too bad, I don't think we're gonna get that lucky. Probably in the even thicker stuff. On the trail? Maybe it just curved up towards it right now.
That's definitely blood right there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and right here.
Yeah.
Still on the field.
Oh yeah. Ooh, good blood. Let's see. Oh yeah, you're on.
Oh, look, there he is.
See it?
He came out here.
Uh-huh.
And then started turning this way.
Still spraying like crazy.
Uh-huh. That's a lot of stinking blood.
Yeah, it is. I see it now. He kept heading this way. Really? Uh-huh. I'm on blood right here. I don't know how I missed it because it's a phenomenal blood trail. Running and spraying.
He came back to the trail.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, look at this. How is this pig still running?
That sucker had a little bit of surplus of blood apparently.
I guess so. Look at all
rock.
this. And then curved up.
There he is.
Yep. There it is. Oh yeah, you could have made it a better of a shot. You may have clipped the heart on the way out too. Covered with flies already.
He's a small one.
Not bad. Right behind the shoulder.
You can see that.
Uh-huh.
I'd say the mechanical was all the way open.
Uh-huh. No doubt. Sucker kind of stinks. Oh yeah. Right there.
Yep.
Just right for the elevation that we're at. He's got some pretty cool red to him. A little red tint.
Oh, he does stink.
Gray face. Yeah, you getting a whiff of it now?
Yep.
Smells like BO and sweat. So I must say, in these closing words, that I was just blown away at the blood trail. Probably, I'd have to say top 5, one of the best blood trails I've ever seen come from any broadhead. This one was phenomenal, and I was blown away at the distance also that this pig ran. It ended up going probably close to about 70 yards by the time it was all said and done, and every time, somebody said it whenever I was hunting in Laredo a couple weekends ago. I can't remember if it was Marley or Joey, one of those guys from Triple Threat Outdoors, and they said you learn something new. I think it was Joey. He said you learn something new about hogs or about hog hunting every time you go out, and for the most part that's absolutely true. I try to, it's always best to try to learn whenever you go out. I mean, knowledge is a great thing, right? So then again, sometimes I forget that they're probably one of the toughest, if not the toughest animals in North America. And it is simply amazing to me to know that that hog that you guys just saw in this video had no lungs left whatsoever. There's no way. And with judging by where the exit was, I'm pretty sure there was probably no heart either. And it was still, 60, 70 yards, right in that range for sure. And it's unexplainable why and how that they're so tough and how they'd run that far being in the shape that they're in. But anyway, I really enjoyed this one, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it as well. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments section below. I really appreciate you guys watching so very much. I love y'all, are amazing, and I'll see you in just a few days.
Watch me sway, darkness falls, and we all pray, hoping for the light of day. Down to the river, I have held the devil's hand, felt the weight of my own sin, burdened by the heart of man. Down to the river, down to the river.